Hey guys, and welcome to Captain Charlemagne's Models. I'm your Captain Charlemagne, so let's head over to the bench and see what we're doing for today's project.
Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. So, some of you probably recently saw the update I made concerning the wood kit of the Prinz Eugen. As you can see, this is what I have so far, and the model cannot really fit all that well onto the table. So this is going to be the first genuine from the keel up wood kit that the channel has shown. We have started the Alexander Nevsky. That's something we actually have to I have to get back to sooner or later. But as you can see, we've actually started up some of the stuff here. Originally the plan was to start up the videos much earlier on if I did do them. The other idea had been to make a huge 3-part episode compiling everything, but most people don't have the desire to watch something that's going to last for several hours. So I thought, well, might as well get started here with Prinz Eugen somehow. And well, what we are going to be doing here today is, let me see if I can't get the thing sideways or brought into focus enough, is we are going to be working on doing the keel blocks, or at least some of them, on the front of the vessel. I'm just using this as a balance to hold the model up. As you can see, we've actually put on a few of the blocks. That's what all the wood dust here on the thing is for. This is bring this over here. This is what we're doing. This is step D, where it asks you to do some 30mm and 54mm blocks. So as you can see, that's just stuck in there. What I've been doing is, well, it asks you just to cut them, and if you have a method to get the millimeters with, it works. What I've just been doing is I've been setting the piece in, and then from there do a little line and then measure to try and get it as much as I can, so I'm not having to chisel off as much wood. Later on, and I've been constantly fiddling around with trying to make sure that it's all done right. Well, done right in a way to where the model looks good, but at the same time works out for me. So yeah, as you can probably are seeing, I'm constantly testing this to try and get an idea of where exactly I'm adding glue at. Technically I should be doing a lot bigger parts, because what goes here is apparently supposed to be a D1. Alright. So let's go ahead and we're going to add some glue on onto the 3 sides. Really, it doesn't matter if we overdo it on these, we will be getting rid of them. Well, we'll be getting rid of most of the stuff down here anyway. Alright. So, we've done that one. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to at least attempt to flip this over here. Onto its side. That way we can at least get some view of it. Put our thing there. Alright. Have our little saw. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue on like we've been going. So, sit back and enjoy, everyone. Alright, so tight, but that's alright. Supposed to be. And I'm operating with very little light at the moment, so that also doesn't help me. All that much. Alright. So the reason we're doing the Prinz Eugen is, well, mainly I was excited to get the kit, but also because I started thinking, what could we use to introduce more wood models to the channel? We've done parts for the Alexander Nevsky, which was the first actual kit started on the channel. However, we have yet to finish her. And, well, the main reason for Prinz Eugen was I wanted something that wasn't going to drive me completely AWOL in terms of rigging. And I thought it'd be a great way to introduce a wooden ship, as in the future we will be introducing, put that on backwards. Actually, I think I might have done this wrong. I did that wrong. Eesh. Yeah. Supposed to be like that. So I just glued that in the way I didn't want to. But anyway, I thought it'd be a great way to introduce a wood model from keel up to the channel, doing the Prinz Eugen as one of my future goals is to bring to the channel the Centissima Trinidad by OCCRE, as this is the company that makes the Prinz Eugen. And so far, I've been greatly impressed with the Prinz Eugen. It's a beautiful kit, and I will not deny I'm very much looking forward to the progress of the model. I actually had two choices, well, technically three, but two choices in terms of what I was going to do when I was ordering from them. The first, of course, is HMS Beagle, which is probably one of the more famous wood kits out there. The second was the Essex, the whaling ship that was made famous for the book Moby Dick. And the third choice, originally, that I was debating was the flagship of Sir Francis Drake during the Spanish Armada's attempt at invading Great Britain, the Revenge. And I thought, well, each of those is a nice model in and of itself. But each of those has its drawbacks in the form of, well, the Revenge has its rigging, as does the other two, I mean, bleh. So I thought, what could I do that be interesting, but at the same time be completely different? And then I thought, the Prinz Eugen, as I saw that they had it. There were actually another choice in the form of the Italian training ship Amerigo Vespucci, but I actually have that kit. Well, I have the Amerigo Vespucci, but it's the IMAI Amerigo Vespucci, so technically I did not need a second one. There was also a possibility of trying to think what it was. There was another ship that OCCRE has that actually caught my attention first before Prinz Eugen did. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was the it was their frigate. I honestly can't remember what it's called. And well, I thought about it, but Prinz Eugen won out, and so I got it. And well, I'm not a big fan of German World War II warships. I just think they look eh. Their World War I stuff was nice. I definitely liked their Flinger class battle cruisers, but the World War II stuff was always a meh subject for me. Alright, so those are now on. I tried doing as much as I could to where I didn't have a massive amount of carving work later to do. In fact, what I can do later from the parts that are overhanging is, give me 1 second here, let me flip it back over, is and do this without causing issues with the model. So what I plan on doing is here on the sides, tracing out the rib, and that will give me the idea of just how much I'm cutting off from these. Try and get it nice and evened up as we go along. Alright. And I'm messing with stuff that is not, my hands are messing and hitting stuff that is not dry yet. So, I'm trying to move something carefully out of the screen and hopefully it doesn't try falling. This is very much still wet in places. Stay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to be preparing D4 for when it goes on. So I'm gonna cut it out real quick. And do remember, guys, something I got told and is a very useful piece of advice, especially when it comes to wood kits. Take your time, do not rush to the finish line to get the final product. It is all about the journey and having fun, because in the grand scheme of things, something I've learned from other modelers over the last several years that I've been building, and even in the model club I'm part of, that I've learned is that regardless of how experienced you are, be you a beginner, intermediate, someone who's been building for years, someone who's capable of building literally museum quality stuff, You're always going to be learning something new, be it new methods for construction of a model, new ideas for doing something that normally would take like 5 steps. You found a way to do it in 3, in a way where it's much easier. You're always going to be learning something new as a modeler, so just have fun and take your time is ultimately the thing I'm pretty much trying to get at. Alright, so we're going to try and at least center this some. The main issue with this is, of course, there will be what the lines is for is helping for later when we add the planks. But if necessary, later on, the like my thing's not actually really even. Not really even, but that can be something that can be fixed on later on. We're gonna just try and do this one more time real quick. So we're going to be trying one more time. Here. I don't know how even I'm going to be getting. Well, it looks better than it did. But we'll be able to fix that later on when we add it to the ship, because the lines are supposed to just meld into each other for the planking. Alright, so let's see now. I'm just trying to locate the 4 section on the thing, and while I have it, the issue with D4, especially in the instructions right here, is that it doesn't give you the gives you the straight line, but it doesn't give you the horizontal ones that you're supposed to be adding on, except for down in the full scale view variant. So it pretty much leaves you eyeball guessing the how it's supposed to go. But ultimately, we can possibly do this the way we want to do it, and that is not straight. Somewhat better than it was before. Next, we're going to do the next one here. slightly above this, so. Looks like I got it above right. Slightly better, but still kind of got its fair share of issue. Well, there's a real reason why I've always been bad at math. And this is very much an example of why I'm bad at math. So that's actually going to conclude today's episode. Next time we will continue doing some work, adding more of the keel blocks, and we may or may not add on some wood planking to the middle deck. So I'd like to thank you all for joining me here today. I hope you all have a nice day. I hope you all have a nice week. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you all again here fairly soon. This has been Captain Charlemagne, and I'm signing off. Ta-ta for now, everyone.